I lay there in my bed on that day, August 20th, 2020, aka the first day of school. My alarm clock laid there abused, yet slightly exhilarated from the supersonic slap that I placed square on its ass. I managed to erect myself, shifting my weight onto my front hooves. I look over to the table next to me to see something alarming. Not only was I late to class, but I couldn't read this clock my mother gave me as a going-away present. Good thing my first class was Hebrew 101. I swiftly grabbed my fresh new yarmulke that I obtained from Urban Outfitters and bolted my way to campus. My dreidel sounded like maracas in my bag from the sheer force I was displaying while pushing the wood, making each thrust of my leg deliberately harder than the last. I arrived, fully chubbed and ready to learn, but there was no one there. On the board it said, "Log into Zoom to attend. Classes are online only." It's been a couple of weeks since then, and I noticed that when I entered the Zoom, my screen usually was filled with weary classmates and or just me and the teach if I was 15 minutes early, and sometimes if the teach wasn't present, I was stuck in a one-on-one with that one guy who uses the virtual background to liven up the dread looming over the class. On a more intimate level, the class consisted of John and Jane Does, cute girls trying to get me rigid like plank by having the camera erotically point up their nose to showcase their clear nasal passages. Some fellow N-words were also present, also known as nerds. And lastly, the one shirtless dude going from person to person stalking the baddest little things in the class, aka me. I found it incredibly difficult to stay focused on my Hebrew phonics, for there were many fellow students distracting me in many different ways. Some even had a little nap time during school. I thought this was only a pre-K thing, but I guess college is implementing this as well. So, I joined them in a quick mid-lecture slumber.
"But I like the in-person learning environment,"
says 95% of the brainwashed college students. My answer to that problem is why go to class in the first place when you can crack open the laptop and go do more productive things with your life besides spending $40K a year for a piece of paper with your name on it.
Yo, bro, how am I finna hit up all these fine female specimens having all this junk in the trunk like they driving a dump truck, my man?
The only dump here is you, bro, cause you well below a 7, so take advantage of the Zoom features so you can daydream about what it's like to have a significant other. I will join you on that train so don't feel discouraged. One time, I was in class and someone was saying how sad and lonely they've been since school started. One, I think the suicide hotline would have been a better place to voice their opinions. And two is, dude, you are far from alone. The other students just don't vocalize their problems like you do. For my closing statement directed to my fellas, hop on the ellipticals, knock out some push-ups. Obtain that Christian Bale American Psycho physique for the ladies. It will also help with any other muscular imbalances that you may have obtained over the past couple of years. Thank you very much.